Alright, that was fun. So, funny update. I was trying to schedule a stream, and I accidentally scheduled it for 2 minutes before it started. Or 2 minutes, 2 minutes into the past, so I had to go live immediately. I mean, I could have changed the time, but I didn't turn the, need to turn the volume back up. That way y'all can hear me go. What's up, J-Trains? First one in the chat. Just a spontaneous stream tonight, nothing too crazy here. Tomorrow we have another video going up for Firewind, which is my floorless coaster speed build. Available on the workshop now, so anyone wants to download it, they can. I think 62 people have already downloaded it, so yeah, 62. Really nice little blueprint for parks if you guys want to put them into your parks. If members can already watch that video now, if you're already a member. So, neato. Absolutely neat. Alright, so today I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm torn between two different things here. And there's a couple things we could do here. We could, that's a good suggestion actually, starting a Windleverse park. You know, since I think the thing with Windleverse is, it is, I think it's been so slow because everyone had to transition to Planet Coaster 2. So anyone, well, Planet Universe now, it's called Planet Universe, formerly known as Windleverse. But I think the main thing is no one has a full park built in Planet Coaster 2 yet, so it just kind of went a little bit quiet, and that's kind of the same for me. But I'm working on like a lot of different projects, and none of them are in the time period, so I can't really use them in Planet Universe, unfortunately. But, so if I was to start one, I would have to start small. I would have to think small. I wanted to check this out real quick, though. It was a horror coaster. I think they said it was a work in progress, so I just saw it on the workshop, and it interested me. It was a horror theme attraction. Excuse me. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream, guys. How you doing? Oh, that is cool. That is a cool introduction. Oh, look at the rotating. This is. Oh wow, that's trippy. I don't want to be spoiled. Wow, this is cool though. Oh yeah, I don't want to be spoiled. Oh, I'm being spoiled. Look how big that is. Is this all indoors? Oh, most of it is. That's pretty impressive. Let's go ahead and close it and then test it, and that way we can take a ride here. I am fully interested in this. Dude, that looks insane. Hollywood Drift, yeah. Potential rise of the Intamin Extreme Spinner. It's definitely like a completely controlled spin, like as in it controls where it's the location of the cars at. What's going on with the sounds? Oh, that is an air launch coaster, isn't it? Yeah, that was definitely an air launch. That's scary. Oh, I saw a ghost and a clown face. Another ghost. This is cool. I think those were some trim brakes that I heard, maybe. This is so nuts. This is the first thing I wanted to look at, though, because I was just like, I just downloaded it. I think with the Windleverse park is I need to plan it out and figure out what I want to do. Oh, this is the part where we were stopped at. Or where it had us come in at. Or load in at. People are so creative with their rides and parks, man. That's terrifying. That is insane. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's so cool. That's such a cool effect. Oh no. New lighting is so good. Why Planet Coaster 2 is worth the upgrade. Shows why it's worth the upgrade. Absolutely, and after the update yesterday, my gosh, it's they fixed a lot of the bug. I mean, a huge list of bugs that they fixed. It's still not perfect. There's still a couple things out, or a few things out there, but but for the most part, we got a lot of the feature. We've almost got all the features back from Planet Coaster 1, so I'm glad they almost got all of them back from going on. How long is this ride, by the way? It still says this is a work in progress. Oh my gosh. This is insane, man. I can't imagine the amount of hours you have to put in for something like this. Okay, I think we got to the work in progress section. Maybe. Is this the station? Maybe it's an unload station. Might be an unload station. It looks complete to me. Yeah, it looks pretty good. As Kingdom Come Implosion is yet to happen, I saw something today that delayed it a bit as it was supposed to be today. Oh boy. I don't know if anyone wants to watch that, though. Be sad. Just crazy. Wow, that was impressive. I mean, they say a work in progress, but my gosh, look at the queue line. I'll have to check the queue line out. Maybe they're working on exterior, because obviously there's no exterior. Oh, see, yeah. A lot of this is... definitely looks a little incomplete over here, but... the inside looks complete. Look at all the different stuff they're testing out here and had to put in. Look at that. That face was the creepiest part. How did they create that face? Oh yeah, they actually made that face. That to me that was the most impressive face that they made. Like inside, it looked a lot more detailed, and such. That looked really good. The little devil pieces were a little cheesy. Insane though. No spooky pack needed. Man, if we had one though. Man, if we had one. Look at all the crazy testing going on out here. This is probably like the rotating pieces. They had to rotate all of them. Having those pieces are absolutely insane. It's incredible. Absolutely love it. Alright, this is the key line, so let's start here. The possession. Not finished yet. Front bumper POV. We weren't on front bumper, but man, it was still good. I love in Planet Coaster 2, you don't really have to go front bumper to get the smoothness, so... I'm guessing they're probably still working on, like, the queue and stuff, but it still looks really good. Uh-oh, looks like something got out of its cage. The lighting in here is incredible, like all the red lighting, and... ooh, I love this part of the queue, that's awesome. This is cool. This is getting me a little bit inspiration. Or motivation, inspiration. Oh my. I guess you have to get burned alive to get through this part of the queue. Oh, that is trippy. What is that? What is that? What is that? What and what piece is that? That is some crazy stuff. Oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked down. I wanted to go try and click on that and see what it was. I'm so curious of what that was. Can't. Sculpture, maybe it's part of something, like a glow of something? Is it part of something? What is this? It's a Viking rock sculpture. Can't see. Where am I? Okay, I found it. It's this piece. I didn't even know that was a piece in the game. That's pretty insane. Wow. Alright. Why not go there? I guess you can't. It won't let you go right onto the queue. Anyways. It's blue by default. Okay. And you can change the color on it. That's so cool, though. That's pretty sick. I love to admire stuff like this. Just the amount of effort that goes into builds like this. I could probably never. So sometimes I'm really proud of my builds, and then I just see stuff like this, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not even... Some people are just on other levels, you know? Very demonic. Very scary. Alright, we're back to where we were. Go through the portal. Hearing some really sketchy noises here. Where are we now? The fact that they're putting a lot of effort into the queue line, too, is pretty crazy. Run. Oh, no. Ready? Meet the devil. Oh, gosh. No turning back. This is very demonic. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see the station. This is some dark stuff. So well done, though. So well done. I am one of the best builds I've seen. Cool. That's pretty crazy. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be that much, but, like, wow. Kudos to them, man. Kudos to them. That was pretty crazy. That was awesome. Too Christian for this. I know, I was just like, oh, gosh. That's a lot of, demonic stuff. Sometimes I'll just go into, you know, the workshop, even with the new stuff, because that was one of the newer stuff. It's right here. It had just been uploaded when I downloaded it, so. Pretty cool. Oh, look at that Starbucks. This person, I think it's the same person. Let's see, their workshop items. Yeah, they make a lot of, like, fast food restaurants. I kind of want to, like, just subscribe to all these, because these are all great. And if I ever make, like, a street or something. Got a Ben and Jerry's. I don't think I've ever been to there, because I don't think we have one nearby. Wagamama. What the heck is that? I've never heard of that one. We got a Five Guys. I love all the little fast food restaurants. Subway. Yeah, that's a nice little Subway. I think I've seen another one too. Papa John's. Show these guys the support that they deserve. I like that Starbucks though. Well done. Very well done. I've seen these little hotels too, they're really good. I wonder if we'll get hotels back into the game. Like actual hotels. That'd be something, huh? And I'm sure they'd be completely revamped. I've noticed like just like when they've been bringing back old features from Planet Coaster 1, you know, I know everything sucked. Ancient Rome, holy crap. That's insane. Six Flags, Golden Valley. Someone made a Six Flags park. I kind of want to check it out now. That's a really good Six Flags logo. Like that, I thought that was real at first. That like they actually made that. That looks pretty good. I'm curious if the park's any good though. Saw a big park on page 2. Big park. Is it on page 2? This one? Epic Worlds? This is a pretty big park. Bum 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 bum. I don't want to get caught up looking at too many things. What is this? It's like a warehouse or something. Star Wars mini park. Oh. It looks interesting. Ooh, someone made Valraven. Those are some very fine looking toilets. I'll tell you that. Adventurelandia built by Oh. That looks pretty good. Check out. All right. I don't want to get too crazy, or otherwise I'll be here forever just looking at other people's stuff. Which we do need to bring that stream kind of back. I like to do streams again where, hey, someone built Tower of Terror. Rock and Roller Coaster. I love this community, man. They built some amazing stuff. Look at that. Planet Coaster World. I can't wait till when they get to the point where they're milking the franchise and they just make a Planet Coaster World. That's the name of it. Like Roller Coaster Tycoon World. But Planet Coaster. Nah, I don't think they'll ever do that. And this Deso person, he's got a lot of good stuff. He always like updates everything. I think he does it to try and always be on top of the browser. I don't think there's an actual update because they always have updates, and he's trying to stay high on the pages, I think. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here before we download too many things. All right, let's check out some of these parks. I'm interested. I want to see this Six Flags real quick. We're just gonna skim through these. Minecraft music is free to use. Said that themselves, but recently Warner Brothers had been claiming videos with songs. Well, that's not cool. Not cool at all. All right, we got Six Flags Golden Valley. I love this entrance. Really cool entrance. Ooh, they got a little parking lot here. It's raining right now. Look at that. That's a cool bus drop-off. This is water. I'm sure they used a water ride for that. Yeah. That's pretty sick. I don't know if they built this themselves or if it's a blueprint, but look at this monorail station. It's a monorail station and bus drop-off kind of combination. That looks really cool. How was Brave New World? Just unloaded the thoughts onto silence. Say you got about 20 texts for me. Is it good or bad? That's all I want to know. I haven't been watching many Marvel movies lately. I might go see Fantastic Four, though. Probably should watch Brave New World, though. Maybe. I haven't really heard many reviews on it or anything yet. Oh, we got a little main street here. Little main street buildings. That is some open... I don't know if this is still a work in progress or if they just... I don't know. That wing coaster? Yeah, it's a wing coaster. I saw the winged over... Excuse me, sorry, voice gone. I saw the winged over drop. I liked it. I can see why some people disliked it, but I absolutely see why people loved it. Alright, that's good. I like to hear that. What is this lift hill? Why is it so steep? Why do people do this? Why... So I'm not trying to be too much of a critique, but, like, what is that? What is this? Oh my gosh. Sorry, when I'm a realistic builder, sometimes these things are just like, what is that? What were they thinking? But hey. The entrance looks great. Like, I love all that. Questionable design choices on some things, though. Not gonna judge, though. Not gonna judge. I mean, that one... I got excited from the entrance. I thought it was gonna be a little bit better. I'm not, like, trying to be mean to someone's people's parks, but, like, I like to be a little bit critiques. Or give out some criticism. I was gonna say, the entrance seemed really good. I don't know if some of those are blueprints. They may have been. I don't know, just like the level of detail didn't like match the rest of the park, you know? Like it's like we worked really hard at the entrance and then we just rushed through the rest. You know, I've done that. Been guilty of that myself. All right, so this is definitely a work in progress. This is cool though, like very good start. Adventurelandia. It's a cool name. We've got the car parking lot going on over here. We got a little backstage area. Not English. Pretty cool though. You got like a little storage area for storing stuff. You can tell they're going all out of here. Oh, we got some like coaster pieces out over here. Look at that. Very, very cool. Milkshake. Wow, look at all the facades. Brave New World feels like a pre-Infinity War MCU. It feels like a lot like the Winter Soldier. So if you like that, you'll enjoy Brave New World. Okay. I mean, I enjoyed those, so all these buildings look really good. We got a theater. Looks like we're gonna have a steam train. Oh my gosh, sorry, my throat. I don't know what's going on. Not much to look at right now, but maybe they'll update it later on. Maybe. Should I give you guys a sneak preview of the video tomorrow? Of what I did? Yeah, why not? So I'm gonna start working on some of my own blueprints for all of the different coaster types. I'm gonna try and do as many as I can. But we got Firewind here, which is my B&M Floorless coaster that I put together last night. I did all of this last night in about a 3-hour span. And I wanted to make it nice and compact so people could just place it right into their parks really easily. That was kind of the goal here, is to put a nice little easy piece together here. I think it turned out pretty good. Got some custom supports. It's only just over 1,600 pieces, even with custom supports. So, and I think it turned out pretty good. Even has a little light package for at night. Added some music around too. Only thing I probably should have added is maybe some like coaster nets, because we do have pathways going underneath and everything. I might update it too. I might add some more. We even have a transfer track for realism. Hello, welcome to the stream. Even a little perimeter fence around there. No, this is my coaster, bruh. I literally just built this last night. And I made a video on it last night, too. Oh, the horror one. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, we were just checking it. Is that actually you? That's awesome. We were just looking at that earlier. I don't know if you were in the stream, probably not, but that is insane. I was very impressed by it. Pretty crazy. Very demonic. I love horror themed, though. Like, that's what caught my eye. I loved horror stuff. So I went and checked it out, and it looks amazing, by the way. Absolutely amazing. That was the first thing we actually checked out in the stream. So keep up the good work. Like, how many hours did that take you? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, this is Firewind. I didn't do much with the queue line. I was a little lazy with the queue line. Not really, kind of. I just wanted to make like a simple blueprint. So if we go and look at it. You can see, very, very simple. I was trying to make it to where you didn't have to adjust the height. So I tried to make it to where stuff was not above ground, but it must have gotten a few things underground because it is slightly above, as you can see, which kind of sucks. But to fix that, you can either snap it to a path. Like actually, it will snap to a path. If you have a path nearby, and I'll put it on the ground, or you can just. I'd go off of these footers right here. Just go until those footers are on the ground. Boom. Very, very nice. Very, very cool. But I think the next one I'm going to do is a mock extreme spinning coaster, an original one. I mean, I've done Time Traveler, but I want to make an original mock extreme spinning coaster. 35 hours, wow. That's crazy. See, I spent 3 hours on this. I don't usually keep track very often of how long stuff is, but I recorded all this, and the recording was about 3 hours long, so, of the building process, so. But if we go at night, it does have a little light package at night. Very simple, but go nighttime. We do have lights on the lift hill, and we have a few red spotlights throughout. And the station's really well lit, too. Turned out pretty good. Hey, what's up, Morris? Welcome to the stream. How you doing, man? Yeah, it turned out pretty good. I was pretty proud of how this turned out, and again, this video will be out tomorrow, the time-lapse of me building it, so I thought I'd give you guys that are here live, give you a little sneak peek of how this ride turned out. So, what do you guys want me to do, make blueprint-wise? My review of the new update, I have nothing but positive things to say. Everything they did was really, really good. The only, if you want to call it much of a negative, because it is going to be coming later on, is that you can't do custom audio on on the rides. It's only on speakers only. So that's a little bit of a letdown, but someone mentioned that, and then they literally responded to it saying, "Oh, that's coming later. Like, we're gonna bring that in a future update." So it is confirmed that that is coming to the game. It's just gonna be later. So custom audio on rides is not a thing. So we're gonna have to do speakers for right now. So it was a little bit of a letdown on that, but that was the only real letdown I had, because you'd think that would be included, but maybe it's just not ready yet. I know in Planet Coaster 1 it was a little bit glitchy and it didn't work properly, so maybe they're trying to get it right. We've been re-theming some areas in your park. Nice. We've been working on Windland Adventure Resort. That's my big project right now. I'm very excited for it. But yeah, let me know, guys, what coaster type do you want me to make a blueprint next? I started with the B&M Floorless because I felt like it'd be the most basic. What's the next one I should do? I think I'm gonna do a Mock Extreme Spinning Coaster next, but which one should I prioritize very sooner rather than later out of all these? And we'll make some nice blueprints like this. Spend a few hours on them. Make them into blueprints so you guys can put them in your parks, or however. Like, I personally like using blueprints like this and like scenarios and like the career mode and stuff. Like I want to build these things for the career mode. That way I can just plop them into the career mode and get my objectives done. It's kind of what I want to do. Doing a Six Flags park. Kids section is Bugs Bunny Boomtown. Let's go. That's one thing I wish we had, was we need kids rides. We need like small children rides. Maybe we'll get a DLC out of that maybe at some point once we start getting DLC again. Doing a Six Flags park you wish was a thing in Canada. Water coaster? What kind of water coaster specifically? Like the Mock water coaster, Intamin water coaster. I haven't made many water coasters, honestly. Single rail. It's like an RMC T-Rex, maybe. Do like an RMC T-Rex. Getting some different votes here. What's up, Silver Coasters? How's it going? Welcome back. Welcome back. I really want to know what I want to do next, but I am going to do an extreme spinning coaster next, I think. And we might actually start that now. Either one would be cool. Okay, so just in general, a water coaster. Something I kind of wanted to do. Oh, we have interchangeable coaster trains. Maybe I can do it now. I'd have to look, but I kind of want to do a new version of Buzzsaw Falls from Silver Dollar City. I think that'd be kind of cool, but I don't know a good way of going about it. I did some testing at one point. Can we put anything else on these? Probably not. Yeah, we not on the antique coaster, water coaster. But like wrecked rides. What we got here? But I was thinking maybe doing like a revamped version, like not a recreation of it, but like if they were to bring it back, what would it be like, you know? So I was thinking like a mock water coaster maybe, or something like that, maybe Intamin. I tried to figure out which one would be the best to use, but great. Intamin Blitz coaster. Maybe we could put together a Blitz coaster. I mean, I do have, go here, I could make something like a Velocicoaster. We do have, I do have a blueprint here that has like the style of the modern Intamin Blitz coasters, like this. I do like this one. It's kind of like it's basically a Velocicoaster build. I think they used the mock launch coaster. Pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah. Only thing is the track type doesn't look correct. However, we could, since we have interchangeable coaster trains, maybe we can see if we can use a different track type with those trains on it. That's something we have to look at, right? So like if we were to use what is that kind of track type with a launch as well, but I can put launches on it because I have a mod that allows me to put launches on any coaster. Oh, what do we have here? But I'm thinking about the track types, like the track style. We could use, I think the closest one is like the hydraulic, Formula Rosa. That one is pretty close, and then there's another one. It's the Intamin Prototype Wing. Also has kind of like the track type we need for like a Velocicoaster. That'd be cool. Been grabbing logo images online since I heard the update 2 was coming. Yeah, I'm excited to get custom logos in it. Those logos I want to use, real logos from different rides. Yeah, that's the way to go. Go for it. Do it. Next Gen Vekoma. So how would I do a Next Gen Vekoma? Here's the thing. We can. I'm really kind of waiting for them to get the better trains though, because obviously we can only do 2 cars per train, which sucks. My biggest gripe with this. Unless they changed it in the update, I don't think they did, but yeah, you can only do 2 still. You have interchangeable coaster trains, but there's not a whole lot of options here. We only have the rotating coaster, and then also the like the Vekoma family coaster, which I guess is the closest we could get. I mean, you could decorate it a little bit, but with scenery. But I'm kind of waiting until a mod comes out that allows us to put any of them on there. That way I can maybe do something different, but I also feel like they're going to update it at some point too. Pretty sure they're going to update it. Closest is the Limitless. I don't know about the Limitless one. Like, that's not really the track type for like I mean, if you did like an old school Intamin Blitz, I'm talking about like Velocicoaster, which its track style is a little bit different. It uses kind of like this track style, like this, with the spine like this. That's kind of like what Velocicoaster uses. So I was thinking about this one. Potentially. We got... Yeah, we do have LSMs with the mod that I have. So I could put LSMs on it. We just have to cover it up with track. Oh, for the modern Vekoma. You're talking like, yeah, the Limitless. That you're talking about the Family Coaster. That's what I was saying was the closest to. Hoping when RMC releases the Split Rex concept, the public Plinko 2 will add it in the game. I hope we just get an RMC Raptor. That's what we need. What was the other one? It's the Prototype Wing. That was I feel like that one's a little more flexible with like track pieces. Where the heck is it though? Prototype Wing. At least that's what it was called in Planet Coaster 1. Oh, where is it? 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 Gosh dang it, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Found it. But yeah, this is another one that you could use. Again, you'd have to overlap it with track pieces there, but I also can do switch tracks, which it would actually work pretty well with this track type, I think. It doesn't, like, the track pieces stay the same for the multiverse coaster in this mod, so you can do drop tracks, switch tracks, and it even has the Vekoma tilt track, but it has the Vekoma old school track on it too. Yeah, we do have the surf coaster. It makes sense since they added water parks and kind of like that, you know, tropical theming and such, but but very cool, very cool. I think it's time though. All that aside, before it gets too late, let's get started on a mock extreme spinning coaster. So we're gonna do unload. I think we're gonna do unload station. Put an unload station on this ride. I like unload stations, and I haven't really utilized them that much. I didn't think it made sense for that one. But for an extreme spinning coaster, Time Traveler has a unload station. They just never use it. Yeah, hopefully they're working on... I feel like it would take them a while to get it done, but hopefully they have seen the feedback and will add a lot of the special tracks to other coaster types as well. Or if not all of them. I know the mods obviously are going to help us get there, but... Okay, how do we want to start this? Do we want to start it with a... I was thinking maybe like we could do a roll out of the station, kind of like Ride to Happiness, or we can just go straight into a launch. Or we could do something kind of unique. I'm thinking about doing something unique, like a slow outer bank turn. I think that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna try and record at the same time. I don't know if it's going to work though, but we can try. Let me make sure I have enough room on my hard drive real quick, because it fills up very fast. I only got 24 gigs. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear some space for that. Hold on, my cat wants out of my room. All right. Let's clear some. Records 2 pieces of video because that way, if I have a fail or like a crash or something, I don't lose all my footage. Anyway, that got us to 51. Okay, I'm pretty much done using all this footage, so I can probably delete it. Always cautious deleting, because get that footage back if I do. Alright, that should be enough space for now. I'll launch it to a triple barrel roll. That would be quite something. Soft gun it. Alright, so we're going to be lifted off the ground a little bit here. We're going to have our entrance here. And then we'll have... Alright, if the stream goes very laggy, let me know. I'm going to try and record at the same time. We'll see how it goes, though. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, yeah, that is very choppy. Very choppy. Is it making the stream choppy? Trying to watch it. It looks like it's making the stream choppy. I'm not going to do that. I would have to use a separate recording software for that. It's too much. I figured that would be too much. Darn. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If anything, I can take the footage from this and use it. And then just time-lapse it. So the footage is going to be there. What do you think about me going to work for RMC? I'm trying to do the scholarship program at SDC and get a doctorate in civil and mechanical engineering and going to work for RMC. That'd be awesome, dude. Yeah, go for it. Absolutely. Be smarter than me. That's for sure. I would only get a doctorate, and I would only get a degree in Planet Coaster, so. Alright, we got our unloading stations. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. Do I want to have it connected, or do I want to have it off to the side? Make Maverick, but it's an extreme spinner. That'd be insane. Adding the Heartline rule. Should we do like a back-to-back station to where the unload station's directly behind it, or should we do something different? Something I think would be cool to do would be Pantheon or Alice, but as a mock, it has an extreme spinner. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll just do like one long station here. And then we'll blend that together using when we start building the everything. YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. You know, last time you said I was not using enough. And now you're like, oh, now we're not receiving enough. Oh yeah, they pretty much fixed everything. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna put that out there. They fixed a lot. Just saying, they... I wonder if you... Can you build unload stations directly behind it now? No. What is it? Did it just switch this to an unload station? I don't even know what's happening anymore. I'm just gonna start over. I'm just gonna start over. Because I think I messed up. Alright, we'll worry about the unload station later. Once we get there. We're gonna worry about that later. Alright, we're gonna set the max spin rate a little low because I think it's more realistic if it's at a lower setting. The movements just look a little bit more natural. Hate the music, restarting when zooming in. Yeah, I hope that's something they will look at because obviously it works with the videos. Like, videos do not restart if you zoom in and zoom out, you know, and go back in. So I wonder why the audio does. You know what I mean? Alright, should we do negative on banking offset here? Since we're going outside? I think we're going to go negative. So my idea here, instead of doing a JoJo roll or something weird like that, we're gonna do like this outer bank turn out of this, right out of the station. It's wonky, and I love it, and I think it will look great. I love it. Okay, so I want to try and figure out how, because I want to make these blueprints pretty compact. Man, why is it still saying that my video is not receiving enough video to maintain? Yeah. Okay. It was fine before, and now you're like, no, that's too much. Gosh dang it, I keep hitting my mic like that, and I hate it because it's super loud, and I know it's super loud when... Alright, we'll turn it down by another 2,000. Anyways, I want to, because we're going to have to do a long launch, and then we're going to have to go around it, you know, or figure it out. Perfect. All right, let's go into our linear synchronous motor holding section. Optional catwalk will be turned on. Make this large enough to fit a train. Yeah, basically Hyperia. Okay, and then we'll switch it over to our regular linear synchronous motor. We're gonna give it a little bit of an angle here. So we start moving upwards. Excuse me. Kind of like so. That should be long enough. And then we'll edit it and make sure we have the speeds that we want. Let's make it be more realistic. We'll go around maybe 50. We'll start at 52 miles an hour. Why is my stream status just randomly poor? I don't understand that. I'm gonna try something. Hopefully it doesn't mess everything up. Okay, and we're back up. I think that... Did that work? Basically, I stopped the stream and started again. I think we're okay. Let me know if we're okay. Alright, it says excellent connection now, so hopefully we're good. Okay, we're gonna slightly smooth these out. But I don't want to smooth it too much. I want to be very cautious because I don't want to get rid of the heart lining that we have provided. Well, I mean, Silas works for me now. I'm his boss at work. So I see him a lot at work, but like, I don't know, he doesn't, he's been busy this off-season. You know? Whatever. Because he works at Outlaw Run, so... Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have like a vertical... We're kind of gonna have a little bit of a ride to happiness moment here, I think. Somewhat. We only have 2 coasters to really go off of when it comes to like this model, so we do have to steal sometimes a few things from it. I mean, you can take stuff from like other mock coasters or launch coasters and such. But I think we're gonna do like a vertical hill and then do kind of like a turnaround with a 90-degree drop. Oh, I work at Outlaw Run. I just work at Outlaw Run and Powder Keg now. I got promoted to senior lead, therefore I'm over 2 rides now. Alright, we're gonna turn off our track supports, and then we'll worry about those later. Alright, we did an Outer Bank turn here, so I think we're gonna, you know, Ride to Happiness has a little Outer Bank turn at the top of their hill. But we're gonna go and just do kind of like a dip down. Dip down here, kind of like this, and then we're gonna go bank to the left. And we'll go about 30 degrees, see if we can do 30 degrees maybe, since we have pretty short track pieces. We'll do 45 degrees. 100 there, go to about 2 there. And we'll do a little pop-up into this vertical drop. We might adjust that, so... Yeah, I got that promotion mid last year, so... We'll get to 90 degrees. We'll go a little beyond 90, because when we smooth it out, it'll try and get rid of it. Which we don't really want it to do. But it's going to anyways, because, you know. Alright, so we do need to do the alternate track on the bottom of this drop. The thicker spine, because that's something they would do on this, so... Is it going to be like Ride to Happiness? I mean, I guess so, because it is a Mock Extreme spinning coaster, and I'm trying to keep it fairly realistic, so... We're going to be using some inspiration, obviously, from that, and, of course, Time Traveler. So, instead of doing a JoJo roll, I decided to do, like, a little Outer Bank turn into the first launch, and then, instead of doing an Outer Bank turn up here, we're just going to do, like, a normal turn. Thinking about pushing this deeper, but I'm not sure yet. That would work. Hopefully I don't butcher it enough too much to where it's like not good. You know. I want to give it a nice, cool little shape here. That's kind of what I'm going for. But I don't want it to get rid of the heart lining too much. We should probably go ahead and be testing this ride. Yeah, we'll be doing some custom supports. That's what we did for the last blueprint, so we're obviously going to be doing it here too. There we go. That'll get it kind of turning a little bit as it goes into the launch, the initial first launch. You should see Hollywood Drift on who will build more coasters between Mach and Intamin. Alright, that's actually a pretty good speed. And we'll go down our 90-degree drop, which looks like it's just above 90 degrees now, but, you know, little details. So this drop's bigger than the ascent upwards. Alright, see ya. We're getting out of subbed. It's like 4:38 in the morning here, so I'm going to catch you some sleep. Alright, thanks for joining. And awesome job on that coaster. Keep it up, and hopefully I'll see it when it's completely done, because I think you said it was a work in progress. But so I look forward to it. Alright, first element after the drop. What should we do here? Should we just do a vertical loop, or should we zero G roll? I mean, there's a lot of options here. A lot of options that we can throw in here. What would be great to start off? What do you guys think? I'm thinking either vertical loop, or there's like some sort of loop, a dive loop. Need to theme the unload station a bit more, and I need to detail the queue a bit more. Yeah, good luck with that. It was looking really, really good. A snake dive. I gotta remember what a snake dive looks like if I was to do that. I think there's one in here, isn't there? Thought there might have been. Banana roll, just like Ride to Happiness. Bow tie, butterfly, cobra roll, corkscrew, double inverting dive loop. Snake dive left, snake dive right, sea serpent roll. So it's basically a zero G roll into a dive. Oh, that's right. So you would go up, do the roll. I got it selected here. So you'd go up, go into the roll, and then basically do a dive loop right after. Kind of. That is a huge element. Doesn't Ride to Happiness have one? Pretty sure. I don't know its layout crazy well, so. The Ride to Happiness. Oh, yeah. There's the vertical loop. We got that way. Not hard to see since it's all spinning and such. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start heading up here. Try and get my vision set for what I'm about to do. We'll just see where this takes us. Okay, where'd the thing go? Where'd it go? How can you show me? I mean, share the share code. If you have it on the workshop, it would be the share code. Would be the best way. Alright, we're gonna go a little bit this way. I do have a direction I want to go here. It isn't done, but you can share it real quick, yeah. The one that has it. The only coaster I know is Storm Runner. I don't know. Alright, we go to 180. 0. I don't know if this is the correct formation for this, but if it is not, it's okay. This is the element that we're making for it, so. Actually gonna continue to go turn this way a little bit. Gonna start banking that way because we are gonna immediately start turning right here. Code is 11730. That doesn't look like a share code. There's no letters in it. It looks short, a little too short to be a share code. Is there no letters in it? Usually the share codes have letters in them. Alright, that's pretty crazy. That turned out pretty good. Hopefully. Alright, let's go ahead and smooth this out a little bit. I mean, typically, back in the day, you'd want to smooth it out afterwards, but really, you can do that now. You don't have to wait. I like to see what it turns out before I move on. How it turns out before I move on. I might turn the spin rate up a little bit more. It really isn't spinning a whole lot, so I might turn the spin rate up a little bit on the ride. I was expecting it to spin a little bit more, so let's bump it up to 36 for now, and go from there. Oh, there it is. Okay. I will copy that code so I have it. Alright, where do we want to go from here? Maybe like an off-axis airtime hill, kind of like Time Traveler. Goes up, twisting one way, and at the top of it, it's going to bank or really fast to the other direction at a very high speed. 0G to a dive loop looks sick. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Look at it crashing. Boom. Gosh. All the particle effects go everywhere. I feel like I'll be going a little bit too fast. Airtime hill into a second launch, into a double inverting stall. Almost want to do like a very fast-paced S-bend here. Where it just like whips you back the other way really fast. The first element of Untamed. Okay, I don't want to use too much space up here, so we're going to try and work around the area we've already established quite a bit. Again, I do want to try and keep these rides fairly compact. Let's just see how this looks. Once we smooth that out, it should be okay. See, we're facing right at this first element in the way. Looking good. Thank you so much. Trying to figure out if I want to go up and go over this or do something that leads us over here. I have to start banking it because we're going to have to start turning soon. I think we do something kind of unique here. What if we do like a 90-degree, like a wave turn going over this? You go back over and get back to the other side. Fast. How much speed do we have going through here? Ah, it's about perfect. Here's how the final one looks like. You also leave some comments about my park when you look at it, just like instructive criticism. Okay. I mean, if you want the criticism, yeah, I can try that. Alright, we're going fast-paced there. We do need to look about getting into our second launch. You make S-bend going up in the air. Good. I like this little wave turn going over. Like a high-speed wave turn. I think we do need to look at getting into another inversion here, though. Because we've gone a little bit now without going into one. Second launch into 88 miles an hour. I think we're gonna do just like a normal zero-G roll right after this. Don't overshoot it. Yeah, we are gonna bend a little bit this way too, because we're gonna turn at the same time. And we're gonna keep our height up a little bit too. We're losing a little bit of speed there. I actually went through a lot slower than I thought it would. After a little bit of smoothing though, we might be able to get that up. Just means we probably need to be getting into our second launch pretty soon. Because if we're going to stay true to the extreme spinning coasters, usually they always have 2 launches. And I kind of want to... We need to line up this second launch in a good way that it's not going to take up a lot more space. So I'm thinking either I'm backing around and going in between here, maybe. Putting the launch right next to the other one. Gotta make sure our clearance is good here. Since we are losing a bit of speed, we don't want to go too high up. We want to maintain some really good pacing here. So maybe we do like a wide turn coming around here, lining us up with a second launch, which would start a little later than the first, but it would make us go right there. Curved launch, like right to happiness instead of flat launch. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like putting like an airtime hill into it. For sure. That's what I was thinking for. It's going to be a rolling launch. For sure. Let's do a big swooping turn here. Make it a little bit tighter. Go 30. Try 30 degrees. So we should be going down here. We'll be picking up some speed so we can go into the launch with some decent speed. I want to make these layouts not super big, too. These layouts are going to be fairly small. Already heading to RMC as a designer, so you're already halfway. I hope that that your dreams come true, man, and you get there, so. Here we go. We're gonna head into this second launch right here. Levelers out. I think we're lined up about where I want to be. We're gonna dip down. Make this piece a little bit bigger. We're gonna dip down into it. Start our catwalk there. And go into our linear synchronous motor, which will take us to about, I don't know, we'll go 54 miles an hour. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go upwards. Put a nice airtime, pop of airtime here as we are picking up speed. Oh yeah. Da-da-dum-bum-bum. And we'll do a little bit of an angle on the tail end of it, which will launch us into our next element. And hopefully we can do custom supports, no issues with this being right next to it. I lined that launch up pretty perfect, pretty close. It's not perfect, but pretty close. Alright, we'll make this one, and it's gonna start going upwards. Alright, what do we want to launch up into? That's the question. What do we want to launch this up into? Like, what kind of element? Could do like an Immelman. We haven't. That'd be something. Wait, we might do like an Immelman here. Double inverted stall. $88 miles an hour, we made it. Alright, hopefully our support structure here will not be too complicated, since we have these pieces right up next to each other. I feel like a lot of these coasters have at least one vertical loop, so I think I might throw in a vertical loop after this element somewhere, depending on where we end up at. Support structure shouldn't be an issue there. I hope it's not. Alright, might have to slow that launch down a little bit because we are going a little fast here. Let's go ahead and adjust this launch just a little bit. We're gonna go down to about 49 miles an hour, maybe. Still want the speeds to be fairly realistic. I know we always want to go fast. But again, trying to keep this layout pretty compact here, too. Is what we're kind of gonna try and do. Trying to see, how many inversions do we have? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3. After there, 4 at the moment. Alright, might be able to go up to 50 miles an hour. 49's pretty good, though. Pretty happy with 40. Where do we go from here? Trying to, again, not take up too much space. On for 10 minutes. What just happened? I don't know. Did something happen? Like, what have I done since you've been gone? I'm assuming is what you're asking. Are you saying you missed a lot? And I want to do a vertical loop, but I just don't know where to put it. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because it needs to be soon, because obviously my elements are going to have to get smaller and smaller, so... Alright, we're gonna ride this energy as much as we can here. Do a turnaround here. Maybe we won't have a vertical loop, I'm not sure. I'm undecided on it yet, still. You plan on looking at the park on stream or later? Potentially, yes. I want to get this layout done. I don't think we'll do custom supports tonight. I might, I don't know if I have the energy for that. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm up to doing that right now. Like for the custom supports. how much speed we got going in there. Not too shabby. Alright, we haven't done any smoothing in quite some time, actually. So, I can't remember the last time I smoothed. I think it was all the way back here. We're gonna go through and get some smoothing going. Quite a layout so far, though. If I do say so myself. Alright. Probably should ride it and just kind of see where we're at. Let's also select some of these pieces here. There. We definitely want to do the thicker spine right here. Boom. Honestly, it probably would do a thicker spine all the way through here. I'm gonna be honest. It probably would. Because it's some high stress points there. How fast it's going right there. And I would say right here. And probably the bottom of this turn. I'm glad they gave us these options for these spines, though. These extra spine options. Probably need to get my color scheme going for this ride as well here pretty soon. And while we're sitting here, let's go ahead and get on the ride camera and see what we're looking at so far. That's disorienting. Perfect. I can't tell where we're at. That was the wave turn. 0G roll. Into the second launch. Immelman. Into another turn and into a dive loop. Pretty good layout going so far, I think. Very disorienting, very compact. Let's see where we end up. What a loop look like here. Probably do this type of It would have to be pretty compact, like it'd have to be a pretty small one. I don't know if I want to put a vertical loop in. I've already got 4 inversions, so I think we should look into just kind of ending the ride here soon. Getting to the finish line. Put in a little speed hill. That's what we're gonna do. And then we're gonna start banking and turning this way. I have to go 45 here for what I want to do. I don't know if we have enough height for this. My Sword Art City recreation. Well, yeah, it was I worked on it the entirety of Planet Coaster 1 release over those 8 years that Planet Coaster 1 was a thing. Yeah, I remember it. I mean, I worked on it and up until Planet Coaster 2 came out, so. And I started it all the way back when Planet Coaster 1 launched. I have to do one more turnaround here. Type of person that's really good at theming, design, and all, but I always quit because I'm impatient. Oh, me too, dude. I I have that exact same problem. I think a lot of people experience that. You're not alone on that. Like, I love how people always ask me, like, how are you so patient with this stuff? And I'm like, in all reality, I'm not. I get burnt out very easily, and I can only play the game for so long I can only play the same thing for so long, or work on the same project for so long. You know what I mean? Really, it's just kind of like a matter of pacing yourself. It's very difficult to do. Easier said than done, I may say. Oh man, this is gonna be tight. Like, I need to slow it down enough here. But I also need to make that turn very quickly. Slows down pretty good there, though. Alright, this is the point where we need to create our unload station. And also figure out how we're gonna do this. Look at that spaghetti bowl there. Nothing but spaghetti track everywhere. Ah! What did I do? Like, how do we line this up? That is the ultimate question. Get a block section in here, maybe, and go from there. Could go over here, turn back around, and do a big turnaround, but that's just so much. Or we could get rid of this. Do like a overbank turn. Like a big turn here. And then a turn back around into it. All I know is I need to end up back here. That one doesn't stay. Why doesn't that one stay? I wanted to put a nice airtime hill there, but sometimes you gotta do it. You gotta do the elements that work the best here. Did that and turn around there, because if I do a turnaround here, it kind of loses a little bit of its... Not really, I mean, compactness. I'm trying to keep these fairly compact for the blueprints. Trying to. More buildings in the game. Structures. Maybe we can still add that little pop every time, maybe. Re-hit the bat. Build backwards a little bit. Just a little bit wider. Wider. Bum bum bum. Getting that perfect angle is the hard part here. Getting this to line up might be harder than you think. Where the turn doesn't look awkward at any point, you know. I think smoothing will help clear that up. But yeah, you were saying doing the airtime hill. Come back up and back around. That was an idea. That's an idea too, but... Wait, did it stall? I thought it was paused. It stalled at the top of there. What? It actually stalled up there. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way that it just stalled up there. That's funny. We'll fix that. It's funny that it actually stalled at the top of that. Alright. Quite a few feet shorter now. I don't know if there'll be enough to justify it yet, but... I try to keep it compact. It's definitely not as compact as the floorless. I want enough room to do like a transfer track here as well. And you can't smooth that. Interesting. Alright, don't stall this time. I think it'll make it over, but it'll be super slow. Yeah, it's way too slow still. So we need to make it even shorter. Another 6 feet or so. Alright, that should be good now. You would think. Of course, I've been surprised before. All of our different styles of track correct here. Alright, I think that 80 feet's gonna be good. It'll still be kind of like slow motion. It'll be a little slow on that turn, but you know what? That's alright. I haven't watched a lot of Nerd Chancho, honestly. Like, I've watched a good portion, but like, I don't watch him regularly. Like, I don't watch a lot of creators regularly, honestly, because I'm too busy building stuff myself. Yeah, that's much better. Probably still could go a little smaller if we wanted to. Still it's kind of dragging just a little bit at the end. Yeah, and work. Good point there too. All right, block sectioned. I'd honestly, I mean, we could probably run 3 trains on this, and realistically. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum. Yeah, I think I'd definitely run 3 trains on this, though. Because in reality, I wish you could block section LSM track. You can only block section the holding sections, but you can't block section the rolling launches. Which, to me, makes not a whole lot of sense. Should definitely be able to. I was thinking about lowering that just a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna let us. Honestly. Let's turn down the acceleration rate just a little bit there. Can we add a block section? No. Because of course we can. Wait, did it just make it there too? Oh, put trim brakes. Why did it put trim brakes on them? No deacceleration. I also need to change the spin rate here. We have it on 36. That's what I thought. Sure. Close enough. All right. Now we can add that third train. And that way the other train will go after it hits the second launch. Which should hopefully be well balanced, I would think. I would hope so. We shall see. Let's go ahead and take a ride. You change the color scheme too. I don't know where I am, 'cause we're on a spinning coaster. Whee! The other train didn't stop, did it? Oh no, it hasn't even gotten close to the second launch yet, so should be good to go. I just feel like it hits that airtime hill on this launch. I think I made it a little bit too sharp. That makes sense. I want to reshape this airtime hill. Realistically, I think it hits it a little bit too hard. It's a little bit too much. Let's see what our test ratings are, though. 5.70. That is really good. Not too shabby. Got a little fear in there. Alright, 4,200 feet of track, almost pretty much 4,300. 53.2 miles per hour. Biggest drop of 81.9 feet. Not too bad. Actually has some airtime, too. 6.0 rating would have been awesome, but, you know. Alright, let's make our last little adjustment here. I'm going to try and do my best to reshape this up a little bit. We're gonna make it a little gentler and a lot more gradual. It's crazy to me that you can't smooth these launch sections, though. Actually, here we go. Let's make it a normal track pieces here. That's the way to do it. normal track pieces, and then we will, boom, switch it back over to a launch. There we go. See how I wanted, that's what I wanted to do, is make it a little bit more of a gradual airtime hill. So it flows over it a little bit more smoothly. I think that's gonna work. But it looks like we've got a mock extreme spinning coaster. I can't wait to get everything on it, because it looks very empty and bare bones right now without any supports and such. Ah, it's still doing this. It does that sometimes where it'll roll through the unload station. I see that is still a thing, but it fixes itself after the first time. It doesn't do it after one time usually. Less than a month until SDC opens? Yeah. I go back to work in... over 10 days, 12 days. Just under 2 weeks, and I'll be back at work. I'll be training. Alright, this is timed up pretty well where I want the block sections. Just on the 3 trains here. I wish when it rotated the trains back to the lock position that it was a little smoother. That it wasn't so fast. My callback date is February 26th, so I'll be back on the 26th. That's when I will go back. On the 13th, nice. Like March 13th? Isn't that when we open? Yeah, it looks a lot smoother now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and save this on up. Same box. Same world here as that one. This will be interesting. To do all the custom supports on it. We'll see how all that ends up going. I don't know if I'll do it on stream or not, but potentially, maybe. You never know. Alright, time to head to the workshop. I should have that, error code on me. There it is. I think it needs to be uppercase. I think that's what I did. WV. And my caps got locked somehow. Making it lowercase instead. Alright, let's try that. No creation found. Uh-oh. that put in right? BTCW? Unless it's a O instead of 0. Nope. Is that put in there correctly? Photo bomb. Alright. I don't know if that's your, like, username and stuff, but I don't think you can put usernames in like that. Weird. Anyways, is that the right code? It says it doesn't exist. Look at new. Oh yeah, I was gonna say if you just uploaded it, it might be on here. I don't know what it's called. What I'm looking at here. I'm sure I'm gonna go right past it and they're gonna yell at me and then the stream delay is gonna make it like really hard. That stuff can get buried pretty quickly in here, though. Let's see, Rivals Hypercoaster. Disneyland Paris Hotel. That looks good. Alright, let's do a bit of parks. That way we're only parks only. I tried typing the photo bomb. What's the name? You see it here on the first. What's the name of it? Find me what I'm looking up here on the name. Look at the cat. That's a nice castle. It's private. No wonder why. There you go. You made it private. No wonder. Let me know when you got it up. Hello, hello. Bam, ba-dam, ba-dam, bam. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I could try the the code now. Once you get it uploaded, or once you switch it to take it off private. Oh no. The new code? What's the code? Yo. Give me the code. Thrillville. The wrong game. Okay, F or 4D. Okay, F 7-1. K 9 N. Oh, it's doing something. I found it. New Park 1, started. 1A. Alright, and I remember you saying you want me to do some critiquing. Obviously, this is a work in progress, so it's not finished, but... Oh yeah, I remember Thrillville, man. Thrillville was so fun back in the day. For a wholly different reason, man. Alright, overview of what we got. I'm assuming this is gonna be a parking lot. Big old parking lot, and then we got some stuff going on over here. Coasters. Oh, we have an extreme spinner. Nice. Big old station building. Oh, we've got some gates. Are they animated? Do they open? I'm curious. Is it actually on Steam? The track is movable. Oh wow, we're going. Yep, see this, on my time traveler recreation, I actually have this idea too, where the gates open. I wish they would add a pause option, so you can like pause it in a position, because you don't have a whole lot of time. It immediately starts closing after it opens, which sucks. So, I tried the same thing on Time Traveler. I don't have the animation do anything right now. I just have it set to open. But, alright, what do you want me to judge? What would you like me to critique? I know, obviously, this is a work in progress, so you're not done, obviously, but... we got over here kind of a mine train with custom supports. Wow. Takes a lot of dedication to do that. Looks like you did a lot of copy and pasting, though. That's the way to do it. Looks pretty solid. Do we have, okay, so you did put the new, or the mine train coaster on. That's something I was waiting for, is the interchangeable coaster trains, so you can do that, and then use, just the regular aero track to make, like, an aero mine train. Nice, mine train going into the woods, even with a tunnel. Let's go. Getting a little Thunderation vibes here, especially with this big old turn going into a tunnel. Very Thunderation-like. Very Aero-like, too, to have, like, jagged, like, straight sections of track, no heart lining. That's really kind of, like, how to make these mine trains. Got some details going on in there. You got two different angles here on the lift hill, which is an interesting choice. Not saying it's a bad thing, but like it's definitely kind of unique and weird to have two different angles there. Kind of like reminds you a little bit of Wicker Man's lift hill. Except this one's kind of reversed. It goes gentle and then steeper. I'm liking the mine train, though. I like this mine train in the woods. Definitely has a Thunderation feel. Going for it. So station in here. You got the transfer track. Nice. That looks really good. I do like this. I do like the transfer room. Very, very well done, actually. Like, I don't have really any critiques in this spot. Kind of like the maintenance area, very like an old classic aero coaster. We go into the station. Looks like you've covered up the panel here, so I'm assuming that you're either going to build your own or something along those lines, maybe. Very very creative way to do that. Oh, I see what you did here. You actually fooled me. I thought this was the mine train. So you did fool me on that. Yeah, no, you actually did use the hypercoaster, which you don't have to do that now. You can actually interchange it with the mine train train now if you'd like to. Again, I'm trying to put in perspective that this is still a work in progress too, so I'm not going to judge anything that's like incomplete. Man, you got the whole building structure going up and everything. With some unique shapes for the roofing, which is cool, really nice. And then it just like disappears into the forest, which is awesome. Using the terrain and everything. Yeah, this is definitely inspired by Thunderation, I can tell you that. Like you can't tell me it's not. You like the custom one, though? Hey, if that's what you want to stick with, yeah. I'm just saying that's an option now. I think your cars look really good. Like what you did with them. And then the front car kind of looks awkward because you have the little glass shield thing going on. But I love the effort, and I think it looks good. Like, the cars look fantastic. Like, they look great with the theming that you did for them. It's also a good thing to note, like, if you did a second train, you could make it a different color if you wanted to. Something that still is not offered in Planet Coaster. Which is interesting, so... But yeah, I like the station, I like everything. I kind of want to go for a ride. Sure, it's testing first. There we go. Yeah, I love coasters that don't even have a lift or launch at the beginning. It just starts off utilizing the terrain. This is very aero mine train-like too. Not super smooth, like on purpose. You can tell that it was done in a way that makes sense. Nice little tunnel there. The wood supports. Obviously, haven't finished the wood supports yet. Little slow going out. A little bit too slow there. I would adjust the friction a little bit. That's what I would do if I were you. Make it go a little bit faster. If you haven't already. Because I'd imagine you'd probably been working on this before the update yesterday, so... But we can adjust the... That's the only thing, there's a couple spots where it's going a little bit too slow. Well, it almost didn't even know if we're going to make it through that. One is green and one is red. Okay, so you did make different colors. That's cool. I like that idea. Something I feel could be snuck in fairly easily, but not necessarily yet. Not necessary yet. Like, it's a smaller, minor thing for me. But, like, oh, it's already down to 0.3? Ugh. Up to you, but, like, I would probably make some of those sections a little bit lower, because it's just definitely dragging a little bit too much, if you ask me. But that's just my my constructive criticism, as you call it. I love everything about this, though. I like how you made the lift hill very slow, as if it's like a class. It feels like a classic ride, which is great. Like, it's very believable that this is a old ride. So yeah, you did put a 0.3. Wow, yeah. You have done that, but where's that turn here? I think it's, yeah, right up here. I mean, you still gotta make it. I mean, you could probably lower this a little bit if you wanted to. I'd probably make that minor adjustment. There's the red train. But yeah, you see how slow that is? That's a little bit too slow for me. I have noticed if you put a lot of scenery pieces onto your trains, it does make the game lag quite a bit. Like my time traveler recreation, anytime I'm looking at the train, it does lag my game out a bit. You can see the frame just kind of drop, and it's kind of inconsistent too. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I like the little textures here that look like the backstage area walkways. So like if they're inspecting track and stuff in the morning, they have access roads. Very, very good. I do like all of this, though. I do like it all. That one turn here is just a little bit too slow. That's the only thing I would try and adjust. I know you already did custom support, so it'd probably be a little bit of a pain. And I love that there's like because it's going so slow, I'd imagine this is kind of like there's actually a walkway right here for if it stalls out, at least I'm assuming. Up to you. Your spinner has 2,500 pieces. Wow. Yeah, I saw the custom cars on that as well. Looking good, but I do like that quite a bit. So I'm pretty... Don't have many negative things to say about that overall. I mean, you could always go into more detail, but like when it comes to like the supports, but honestly, I don't recommend it. It'd be too much work. Like you could actually do like the individual ledgers that kind of connect with the track just to make it, but then you would have to adjust each piece into the angle, so it would take forever to do every single one. So don't recommend doing that, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to go crazy detailed, like I tried doing that with Thunderation and my recreation, and it was just, it took too long. It took way too long. All right, moving on. We do have another coaster over here, very much not themed or placed a lot of scenery in general yet, but man, look at these transfer tracks. The detail going into them, man. The structure and everything. It's quite a bit. So we got a wing coaster here. It looks like a family wing coaster, which I think is a thing that has started. I think B&M's made a couple of family wing coasters, haven't they? Which I'm assuming it's B&M. So we'll check this out. I'm not going to say too much because it does look very incomplete so far, so Only thing I could probably judge is maybe the layout, but I mean, it looks fine for being like a family coaster. Is that B&M Dive in the distance? I see. Looks like it. Oh no! Got hit with the block zone there. Whee! These have to be custom supports because they're going through the ground. They don't have footers yet. Because the auto-generated supports would put them in there automatically, so... I mean, it seems really good. I mean, for a family wing coaster. I think you utilized a lot. Like, that's a lot long. Like, the ride's a lot longer than I was expecting. For not being super tall, so. Okay, it looks like we've got an RMC. Oh, an RMC iBox track. Going back into the woods. Taking a look here, a lot of inversions. Ooh, nice little, like, outside wave turn kind of thing going on. More wave turns. One thing I do find kind of weird is just having this flat spot up here. Looks like you did custom supporting on this as well. Is daring to do some custom supports on wooden structures. They take forever, but I mean they look very like well done though. Like the wood structure. I'm just gonna ask, like, what was the reason for the little bit of a straight section here before the drop? Just out of curiosity, because, like, kind of weird shape. Like most RMCs would just go straight into the drop. If you're going for realism, you know. I do like how you put, like, the platforms up here, because that's very realistic with the little ladders. Outlaw Run has these on a lot of the high points in, like, the 153, and then also in the double barrel roll, there are stuff like that as well. So that is very accurate. Alright, let's go on the train that's about to go over. Custom catwalk as well. I like to see that extra work put in. Dedication. Just the way you designed it for the oddity of it. Yeah, I personally wouldn't have done that, but if my opinion's worth anything, but I would just have a normal rounded lift hill at the top. Big old brake run. Appreciate the effort of like all the extras, like the doing custom supports and custom catwalks and such. Takes a lot of time and effort to do stuff like that. And as for the layout, it's pretty solid. Like I can't put my finger on it. I don't want to say repetitiveness, like with the elements. I don't know. I feel like some of the elements are just a little more repetitive. Of because you got like this wave turn here, and then you got another one right here, and then you have like a 0G roll here. You got like this overbank here, and then like I think this is more of a stall. It's kind of like almost like Outlaws 153, which I do like that element quite a lot. I can't put my finger on it really. Like it's not bad by any means. No, it's not bad or anything. I can't put my finger on it. RMCs are always like really difficult for me sometimes. Like they got a specific style, and you gotta get them right. Not saying you didn't, like, you got RMC-like elements, of course, but, like, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. I'm trying to be, like, that's what it's based off of. Yeah, I really like that, I don't want to say, like, it's too similar to, like, the other ones, but, like, you got this overbank, and then you got this overbank. I mean, they go different directions, so it kind of works back-to-back, which I kind of like quite a bit. This is a very fast roll right after the big first drop, you know. Got a lot of speed going through that roll, which is cool. For sure. It's definitely not bad or anything, but like I'm trying to get all of my constructiveness out, you know. I'm not entirely sure, but I appreciate all the effort, though. Like, it looks like you put, like, a lot of time and effort into, like, these structures here and stuff like that, and the attention to detail with, like, doing, like, these little platforms at the top of these, because that is something they do. A lot of airtime, so. And, of course, we got a little swing here, a little giant swing. SNS Scream and Swing. Let's move on over here. I'm very interested to see the Extreme Spinning Coaster. And it looks like we have a dive coaster over here as well. This is something that always, like, is really difficult for me for, like, dive coasters because of how wide the trains are. Like, when you make these turns, you have to be careful, otherwise they'll do that. Like, their feet sometimes clip into the other cars in front of them. If you make your turns too sharp. Anyways, let's move on to the Extreme Spinner. I kind of want to be surprised here, so we're just gonna hop on. Alright, we're already at the one in the station. Very good shaping on that roll. I don't know if that's an in-game piece or if you made that yourself. It kind of looks like it could be either. Like the in-game JoJo roll, maybe. Whee! And looking at your custom train design, obviously it looks a lot like Time Traveler. Even got the little time dial. Heading into our launch. Ooh, that's fast. Nice vertical loop. Custom supporting. You did it yourself. Nice. It looks really good. Shaping looks really good on it. It's always hard to tell where we're going when we're spinning out of control. Like this. We got some... That's supposed to be a splashdown? That's unique. Custom catwalk, love it. We got the transfer track up there. I'm assuming you took a lot of inspiration from Silver Dollar City, obviously, based on the type of rides that are in here. Yeah, that flows through that roll nicely. That roll is very well shaped. I've noticed you've adjusted the speeds in the station. A lot of people don't do that, and I a lot of times forget to do that too. They kind of come in and out a lot faster than they probably should, so adjusting that is also a good idea too. So, little details like that are always nice. Let's check out the custom support work here. We got a lot of chaotic stuff going on here. The loop supports look pretty good. That's usually what Mach does for their vertical loops. They have these complex kind of support beams. I've had to do them on the Time Traveler recreation. And these supports look really good down here. These ones are very chaotic. That outer bank turn, very, very cool though. Lots of support structures going on here. We go this way. See, these ones are quite something. Yeah, I wouldn't have, just me personally, if I'm making something like this, I wouldn't have done like this jagged design. I would have just went straight down and not have this angled like that. And it looks a little over complicated. I don't know. Just my criticism a little bit. Like this one in particular, or this beam or this support beam in particular, kind of looks a little too crazy. These ones look okay. Look good. Like the dive loop stuff. They look really nice. Hey, you did like the little that one too. Sweet. There's a path under it. Okay. Like the little walkway. I mean, I still would have done that and either worked the path around it or just whoever's walking track, you know, can avoid the big column. So I don't think engineers would make, or like coaster designers would make anything like that. That just me personally. And then just like, it's just so chaotic here. Like all these extra beams going around. I don't know if I would have connected like me personally. This is just me maybe. But like I would have done two separate supports not connected with each other. I know some companies do that. I don't think Mach does it very often. I mean, they have a lot of complicated supports. I mean, call me out if I'm wrong, but I probably would have just done two separate supports here, like one here and then one here, and then like keep that space between the paths, you know. Just have it located. Maybe, I don't know. I'm no expert, obviously. I'm not a coaster engineer, coaster designer, or like a legitimate coaster designer, you know. And I know custom supports can be very, very tricky to get right sometimes. They're very complex, but I love the extra details, like all these, where they have like these little ladders and such. I like seeing stuff like that. That looks cool. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this in real life, but I feel like it could exist. Yeah, I was just thinking, Ride to Happiness has some pretty crazy support structures, so maybe you use that a little bit as inspiration on some of these potentially. So really, like, the only one I'm commenting on is this one. The rest of them I think are just fine, personally, but that's the only one that kind of makes me go, that looks a little strange, you know, overall. But yeah. Still love it though. Like, still really good. We got a B&M dive coaster over here. It looks like we got another coaster over here. Looks like Topper Track. I don't know if this is supposed to be a gravity group, maybe, like a smaller gravity group coaster, or if it's meant to be RMC. Maybe gravity group. You'll have to let me know. I see an inversion, so I was kind of like, oh, a gravity group family coaster or something like that. I mean, obviously, because yeah, it has the gravity group trains, but you have the RMC trains on there, so I'm assuming it's RMC. Because you did swap it for the RMC trains. I thought it was the gravity group train at first. Little cozy station. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like a smaller RMC. I don't know if you're going for like family, but like there's an inversion on there. That's why I paused for the family. You know, I'm not saying a family coaster can't have an inversion, but most don't. Just like a very small scale is all I'm saying. All right, let's check out the dive coaster. Family small, nice. I don't think we have any RMC family coasters just yet, like in general. We're gonna start off just like every B&M dive coaster with an Immelman. Is there a B&M dive coaster that doesn't start with an Immelman? Asking for a friend. I'm just curious. Like, I think every single one does start with an Immelman. Not saying it's bad by any means when it comes to like Immelmans. I like Immelmans in general. Like, it's a fine coaster element. Yo, what's up? What's up, bud? How's it going? Yeah, it's a pretty solid B&M dive. Like, the second half is actually pretty long compared to the first. Like where the mid-course is. Ooh, looks like you're putting together like an overhead operator's booth, maybe? Oh no, that's like what is that? What is this supposed to be? Is that what it's supposed to be? Or is it just a walkway for the queue, maybe? I'm guessing it's a walkway because it looks like the queue goes through there. Or maybe it is supposed to be an operator. That'd be a cool spot for an operator's booth. Go across here and then you have the booth here for the operator. Looking forward, that's actually a cool design. I don't know if many coasters have an overhead operator's booth looking out towards the front. Most of them would be on this side looking at the train, straight on. Only thing I would say is it is a little low. If you get some tall riders on there, you might whack their head. Can't put your hands up either. That's the only thing I would say is that, like, this probably needs to be a little taller. It's got some clearance issues here. Like, it can't be too tall. I like the idea though, like of that booth being up there though. Any guests are tired. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't want to judge again. I don't want to judge too much because it's obviously not complete yet. So, all right, we'll start here from the top of the lift, I guess. Mini RMC. Oh, sorry, bud, but I never responded to you. I'm doing good myself. Good to hear that you're doing good as well. Nice, nice, nice. "12:30 a.m. Nice. What time is it for me? I'm probably in the same boat. No, it's 11:30 for me. You're an hour ahead of me. I'm in Central Time, so it is almost about 11:30 for me. Nice little RMC, like, very small scale, like, one inversion, and then low to the ground the rest of the time. Ooh, excuse me. And I think that's about it when it comes to like rides and coasters and such. And there's just a lot of path with a whole lot of nothing in it right now. Very open and widespread. Overall, keep up the good work. Hopefully you finish the park at some point. If you do, or if you have some major updates, you know, let me know, and we'll tune in and see where it's at that point. Ah, your home park's Kings Island. Nice. Mine is Silver Dollar City. In fact, I work there, so it's so much my home park that I work there. So Silver Coasters also works there as well, so which is pretty cool. Look at the queue for the spinner. All right, queue line. Here we are. Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and get into first person here. I'm assuming this is the queue line. And look at the transfer track and drop track can move. Nice and cozy in here. See all our queue line that's in here. Goes all the way through here. Ah, I fell. Uh-oh. I just broke my legs. I fell through. I don't know where the queue line is. I don't know where the where the path is. I've never fallen before. Usually you just get stuck. Looks like we're underneath the station. Alright, so we're gonna go back down. Back down here. That path up there. Nice little windows here. He said the drop track. Can move. Oh, I love the little detail that you put like little wheels on there. Have to move it yourself? What am I moving myself? You'll have to tell me what I'm moving. You mean this guy? Like, whee. Oh, that's like a singular piece. That's actually kind of a cool idea. If you wanted to do, like, say, some sort of video and used a little bit of movie magic, having a movable track piece like this would actually be kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would actually be pretty cool. What do you mean it goes up and down? What goes up and down? Like this track piece? What would be the point of that, though? Like any of them? That's my question. Like, what would be the point of going down here? I know, like, Time Traveler actually has, inside its maintenance shed, has a little, track. It's got, well, no, it doesn't. It actually has a little thing that can lower the individual cars down, so they can do maintenance on them. To get the trains off the track? Isn't that just what this is for? They can just go in one of the maintenance bays? I'm trying to understand what would you need to go up and down for. You just pull them into the maintenance bays, wouldn't you? Like, you just put them either in there, and then this would slide back over. I guess my question is, what is the purpose of this track? I guess so if it's easier for them if they want to... So you mean, like, if they want to completely take the trains off? Like, tear them out and then go take them to the shed or something. I'm guessing is what that's for, but... See, SDC doesn't really do that. They kind of just rebuild the trains in the shed. Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, as far as I'm aware, they, like, at least I mostly know Outlaw Run anyways. They pull them into the shed, and then they do one car at a time, and they can take the cars off individually in there. And and they just kind of do one car at a time. They have like this mechanism that can actually take the car up and then lower it down and wherever they need it, and then they can do it the same when they put it back. So that's how they rebuild them at Outlaw Run. It's pretty cool, actually. They do that every off season, and they actually rebuild during the season too. There's an extra car that they have, so they have a total of 12 cars, 6 cars on each train, and they have 13 total cars. So that way they can always be rebuilding one of them and then swap out the cars as they need. But really cool little stuff like that. Like I like the idea how you can just select a this track piece and like act like you're sliding it over. Like that's pretty clever. Pretty clever. Now, is this all scenery? It is. You fooled me. I thought this was actual, just like an extra piece of track. No, it's actually scenery pieces. That's impressive. Yeah, you can see the beams and all that. Like, zoomed out, it looks exactly like the track. Like, that's very well done. You had me fooled. I thought this was actually, like, just an extra coaster or something like that. No, it's an actual scenery piece. Very impressive. And it kind of breaks away. It makes it look like it can break away easier, too. So, only downside, obviously, is that you can't get rid of the actual track piece, like, when you slide it over, so... And, of course, you can't have the trains on there while you slide it over. Mini RC has a rear load. Do you play No Limits 2? I just got the demo, and then I'm gonna get the real game later. Yeah, I haven't played it that much as, like, Planet Coaster. I do have it, and I do actually have, like, a little, operators panel, like, that I can use. I actually do have a real operators panel for No Limits 2, that sits on my desk. It's awesome. So you can actually operate the rides. I would love for Frontier to add an operation mode where we can actually operate our coasters and such. That'd be so cool. And being able to like utilize my operators panel would be so cool. I would love that. Anyways. Look at the panel. It's got a seat. He got a little. Use the little ribbon fence. Yeah, that is true. Like, Time Traveler has a little seatbelt thing there, too, on theirs. There's just... It's because their transfer track is so high up off the ground. Like, can we get behind that? Maybe we can start, like, a whole thing. Like, so Frontier... I know Frontier watches my stuff, so maybe I'll make a video on that, like, for, like, features that I would love to see in the game. I know Frontier watches my stuff because they send me stuff through email, and I get to see stuff early. Like this update, they actually sent all the details over to me before the release, before they announced anything. And then same, I was able to play the game early and such. So that would be such a cool feature, and I think a lot of people want that too, is to be able to do like an operation mode. Maybe they can have an update where, because I know a lot of people want transfer tracks so bad. Maybe they can have like maybe a DLC, but like I would pay money for it. Could potentially not be a DLC, preferably free, just like a free update where you can do transfer tracks, operation mode, and VR support. That would be the dream right there. I would love VR support in Planet Coaster. Could you imagine though, like, operation mode, you can operate the panel, you can set it into maintenance mode, close it and put it in maintenance mode, and put trains on and off. Like, that would be so cool. Just like, kind of like No Limits, you know? And then just like all have different types of like transfer tracks, being able to store away trains and such like that. Like I've played No Limits in VR. It's a lot of fun. What I've done before is like I'll have my operators panel and also be doing VR at the same time. It's actually a really fun experience. But I do love messing around in like maintenance mode and No Limits too. Like that's the one thing I love about No Limits that Planet Coaster doesn't have is being able to operate your rides and going into like maintenance mode and stuff. Like that's the dream. I know it wouldn't be for like maybe the casual players and such like that, but man, Frontier, that'd be so cool. It would really separate Planet Coaster 2 from Planet Coaster 1 a lot, too. To make Planet Coaster 2, like, completely worth it. You know, because there's some people that haven't moved on from Planet Coaster 1 yet, because obviously some of the features are missing in Planet Coaster 2. I mean, they've almost put all the features back in at this point. Like, there's still a few out there, but they're getting closer to getting all the features back in. We're almost to the point. We're almost to that point, you know. But man, I would love that feature. That'd be so cool. Love it, love it, love it. But I find it doubtful. I do find it doubtful that something like that would come. But I'm not going to rule it out. I think there is a small chance. Because it is very requested. And there's the stuff that, you know, Frontier's been doing. They've been listening to their feedback a lot lately. So I think that right now they're just focused on getting all the bugs fixed and getting everything back into the game, like all the features that we want, and maybe they'll look into that afterwards, but it'd be cool. That'd be cool. But overall, that's really cool. I love the keep up with the park silver coasters. You're doing a great job. I hope you finish it someday, and if you have any more updates, send update the park file, because you can just update it. Cool. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Anyways, Woodland Adventure Resort's very exciting. Time Traveler. Ooh, I could add some of the sound effects to Time Traveler now. It's tempting. Yeah, I've been doing weekly updates on Woodland Adventure Resort. Anybody notice, like, the bubbles that they added into the load screen for this update, too? I also need to... So, when we work on this again, I haven't worked on it yet this week. I need to get started on that, otherwise I'm going to be stressing getting it done before my deadline, because I have a deadline on this park. I have to work on it weekly, and that way I'm always working on it, and that I want to keep true to that. You know, I've been getting every episode out every Thursday. I have not worked on it since this last episode just yet, so there's no spoilers here. But yeah, I really want to do like attach scenery, do like billboards. I'm gonna do like a little test here. That way, when I do the real thing, we'll be kind of more prepared. So what I want to do is to do some. Gosh, that is the huge one. obviously some custom billboards. These are actually the TVs. I want to do the billboards, actually, so... So we're going to put our own custom logos into them. Actually, let's go to the square ones. Why is it so huge? I don't want the big ones. They are rescalable too, so... They don't have any, like, small square ones. Which is interesting. I mean, it's fine because we can rescale these. Anyways, I want to do something like this. Change image. I don't really have any custom images right now except for... The bus is moving, no! Alright, so let's go ahead and get my image in. Let me go find the image that I want to put on here. And we'll put it into the file. I haven't put it in the file yet, so... This... Photos, logos... I have too many folders. Online Adventure Resort. And we'll do the one with the galaxy background. Alright, so we're going to copy this. And we're going to paste it into Frontier Developments, Planet Coaster 2, User Media. Boom. Alright. And that's actually a square image, so it should fit on here perfectly. And refresh this. There it is. Aha! That's what I wanted. So we got the Winlet Adventure Resort. But I want to blend it in here a little bit better. So obviously we have our logo here, but obviously it doesn't match like the bus. So I want to add like textures to the bus and such to where it kind of blends in to the bus overall. To the side of the bus. So I kind of want to look up like you don't have to get Photoshop. There's a lot of free versions out there as well. I actually think there's Photoshop online as well, which is free. I'm not sure you can do as much with it, but like it's basically Photoshop, and then you can actually save your stuff from there as well. There's a lot of free options out there when it comes to like all that. So. Alright, let's just, nothing here is final, I'm just kind of looking at our options here. Let's go to art shapes, maybe. Everything's so big. Yeah, GIMP is one of them as well. That is also an option. But I'm thinking about doing like some text on the bus as well, kind of like phrases that would go with the park. So like we could do just something. I'm not doing anything crazy here. Like this is just testing the waters and such like that. Mostly I want to figure out how to do a transition from this logo to the rest of the bus. But like this is not like I'm not worried about like going around the tire here right now. Like I'm just kind of getting ideas for what I want to do here. But I kind of want to add like a catchphrase, like phrases on the side, like "Let your adventure begin" or something like that. Something weird, like on the side of the bus here. Adventure is oops, is bus away. Something like that, you know, just like some sort of phrase on there that goes with the park. Telepado. Gotta love that that Planko language. Did you have did I have a what? I at all in high school? F I or L? I can't see it. I mean, I had a yearbook for sure. Of course, I would add more decoration to this. It's like a race. Counts fees? I don't know what that is. We could do something like this as well, which to give like different designs here. Going for our bus. Obviously, I would do a lot more work if I was doing the real thing, but like I'm just kind of getting an idea of how this would work. Theme each bus to a restaurant in the game. But again, I do want to just kind of blend the image in so it doesn't look so out of place. I kind of want like, I don't know, it's going to be hard because I did with like that galaxy thing going on. And in real life, it would take up like the whole bus illustration in real life is kind of what it would be like. So it kind of makes it a little bit difficult. It also kind of sucks that King Coasters kind of has his head popping up in the windows. That they're kind of going over the windows and such. Maybe it'll give us a blank version of the bus at one point. I mean, I have a version with no background, too, so... I mean, I can obviously go into, like, Photoshop and make something that would work. You know, what I could do... This is actually an idea. I could make a very long piece that goes across here. That has like a design that could do like I could have like coasters and such, and then obviously have the logo somewhere, and we can do multiple screens that span across that go together. So like just make one big long piece, and then cut it based on the the billboards that I need. So just kind of cut it into pieces. That would actually work very well, and then I could like cover the whole bus with it. That actually might be a good idea of what I should do. Yeah, just something along those lines. I mean, this doesn't even look half bad. Like, it's obviously not great, but like, if we were to like cover the bus up and everything. Like, do I want to go through the overcomplication of creating like doing something like that, you know? Like, that'd be a lot, so it'd be a whole graphic design and Silver City know that you streamed Planet Coaster and was remaking the first one. Feel like it's a cool promo for the park. I mean, I know people in marketing that knows about my channel and Planet Coaster and all that stuff, and they knew I was building it. Like, so yeah, I mean, the company knows pretty well that I do this stuff, so. I'm not sure if someone like Brad Thomas has ever watched me or anything like that. Maybe. He's never mentioned it or said anything about it, so I know a lot of people in marketing that watch my stuff, so. So, I mean, it's possible. It's definitely a possibility, you know. Like, they all know about my YouTube channel, so. That is for sure. But yeah, something like that would be really cool. We got a heap of different logos that we can choose from too, so. It's too bad you can't have like a. You know what's something that'd be really cool? I don't know how hard this would be programming wise or anything like that, but if you could do billboards that could have no backgrounds, so and it would take the shape of a PNG image, that would be obviously really hard because you would have to generate like a 3D model of that piece, and just like that would be awesome. I don't think that's something that's really possible, but I think that would be really cool. Adventure is a bus away. Someone was telling me that the disabled lot's too big. I don't know if it was one of you, but like, honestly, like, Silver City has more disabled spots than this. I actually think it's a decent amount, like a fine amount. Of course, we got that resort there. We got that resort there. Might add a third resort at some point, too. You could do a one-way image and have it with no depth and do it. Maybe. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how. I think it would be kind of cool, though. That way, if I wanted to put my logo somewhere, like, not on a billboard, but, like, the logo itself as, you know, just the logo in the same shape as the logo, that'd be really cool. Yeah, SDC does have more. Since Frontier watches your channel, please ask him for the parachute drop flat ride and future DLC. I've been begging for that ride since the release of the original Planet Coaster. Thanks. I mean, honestly, just, I think it takes all of us, like, not just one creator. Like, obviously, I don't know how much influence I really have, honestly. I can give him my feedback, of course, and I will, but, because there's still a ton of stuff that I would love to see in the game, too. But, like, I think you just need a mass of people asking for these things, you know? We need to all come together and ask for them. I think from a distance it doesn't look too bad. Of course, I didn't do anything crazy. I just threw in some art shapes and the logo, and then some text. Basically, I want you to look at it at some point and say, that's not... How did he get that in the game? That's weird. Like, how did he do that? You know? That's what I want. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. You have a sit-stand desk coming Monday. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I need to get back to work, though, because I'm almost out of money. Yeah, we still have a Discord server. Things about Planet Coaster 1 and 2 is the catch car at the drop tower goes way too fast. Also, I think the catch car should be at the top of the tower when it's closed. I mean, I guess good points. I mean, those are just, like, I guess realism details, right? You think future DLC packs will be by manufacturer? I mean, they definitely could. Like, have a V&N DLC pack, have a Big M Rides DLC pack. I don't personally think they will, but, like, I think they'll put a variety of different rides in each one. I mean, it's a good thought, though. Cool thought, though. Like an Automax one. Yeah, I don't think I've put links in my my channel in quite some time, actually. When's the last time I actually put that in my description? I actually can't remember when I actually put, like, links in my description. I used to have them in there. I just had to go back and find them. What would be the last time? I don't remember. I'm trying to get a link for you. I just haven't been putting them in my videos. Oop, my last Planet Coaster 1 video has them. Let's go. Okay, so yeah, I actually do have a Discord server. There it is. I got a link for you. Here you go. If it works. Hopefully it works. I had to go all the way back to a Planet Coaster 1 video to find it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, my last Planet Coaster 1 video, Steam Traveler. Dude, I remember opening Planet Coaster 2 for the first time. I was freaking out. Because I got it early than everyone else. I got it like 5 days early. That was my last Planet Coaster 1 video, my last Planet Coaster 1 project. I just don't see me opening it up again. As sad as it sounds, like, maybe, like, years down the line, I'll be like, oh, let's go see what I had in this game. Gotta get your perk on Channel 5 Gaming. I've heard that. Hey, you watch it, pal. You watch it, pal. Talking to a Chiefs fan here. Congratulations to the Eagles, however, I'm not happy about it. I can't complain, though. Us Chiefs fans have been very spoiled. Just saying. Now, Philadelphia deserved it. They were the way better team. They they obviously wanted it more, so. I never understand the phrase "go birds" though, because there's like 5 birds in the NFL. So it doesn't really specify which team you're rooting for, right? What if the other teams say "go birds"? Like, are you talking about the Cardinals, the Seahawks, the Ravens? Or the Eagles? I'm guessing you're going to bed, so have a good night. I think I'm gonna head out here myself because it's been a little long, so. Refs rigged it. Yeah, let's not even get into that. I don't even want to get into that because, like, I don't even want to talk about the refs. Like, that's what sore losers do, is talk about refs, so. If it's so rigged for us, we should have won, right? We would have won. I personally think it was the right call. Was it a little soft? Maybe a little bit. But literally, the player that got called for holding even admitted that it was holding. So, take that how you want. But James Bradbury even said, like, yeah, that was holding. So, like, he said it himself. I know it's a sour way to end a game like that, but, like, still. And again, was it kind of a soft call? Yeah, I'll agree. I'm not saying the calls aren't correct or, like, bad. Or not bad sometimes. There's a lot of bad calls, but you also got to understand that bad calls go both ways, not just in the favor of the Chiefs, and everyone always points out the Chiefs' bad calls. So, when in reality, it's every game, and it happens to every team, so. Yeah, I hope your desk is awesome. It'd be cool. It'll be cool. I've been doing a lot of mystery boxes, so if you guys do like sports channels, or like sports and stuff, I just started my sports channel. I don't know if you've seen it on my Discord. If you are on my Discord, you'll be seeing those videos. I do have a sports channel now. And I've been doing, opening mystery boxes. I've been, I just posted a video today doing a tier list, or ranking all of the NFL logos. And we have 8 subscribers there so far, so. 8 subscribers. Yeah, it's called JL Dubs Sports. If anyone wants to check it out, I'll link it right there if you guys want to check out my sports channel. My new sports channel. Since we're talking about, on the topic of sports, you guys don't have to subscribe, but, like, I'd appreciate it, getting kind of that channel jump-started. Some fun stuff. And I might be doing some giveaways on there at some point, because I've been doing a lot of NFL mystery boxes. We've gotten some really cool items. I've been putting some of them up for sale, but if the channel gets successful enough, I'd like to give some of them away. So, go check that out. If you guys also like sports as well, and you like me and sports, it's a perfect match, right? But thank you so much for the sub on JLDubs Sports, appreciate it. Trying to get that channel out to everybody so everyone knows about it. You have a few videos on there already, doing some mystery box unboxings. And I have another one coming up as soon as the next mystery box gets here. I have 2 more mystery boxes coming in my way, so waiting on those. Once they get here, we'll do an unboxing of those, so that'll be awesome. And then I also did the ranking of the NFL logos. Fluffy immediately messaged me and disagreed on some of those, but that's fine. But yeah, check out those videos. They're a lot of fun. But I appreciate all your guys' support. Thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome. I'm hoping to get into the habit of streaming again, trying to do more. Should do a setup tour at some point. I would love to, but I need to clean my office first. It's kind of a mess. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but maybe we can do a setup tour. That'd be awesome. I think I did one a long time ago, back when I lived with my parents. So obviously it's been a long time. Don't even have the same stuff anymore. Yeah, we should do that, because I have a lot of my sports memorabilia. I have, I got a few signed items that I put up for sale. I got a Randy White signed Hall of Fame helmet, Dallas Cowboys, and then I also have a Mark Carrier mini helmet signed as well. Julius Peppers signed football. That's my big item that I have right now. Then I have a couple of jerseys as well that I just got the other day. Charlie Joyner, Hall of Fame receiver, inscribed Hall of Fame as well. And then also Jeff Blake, another signed jersey. I love doing the NFL mystery boxes. They're a lot of fun because you don't know what you're going to get, and you can pull something pretty amazing sometimes. So, and let's see, how many Hall of Fame items have I gotten? Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items so far, and so far 1, 2, 3 of those 5 items have been Hall of Famers, which is pretty cool. But alright guys, I'm gonna head off here, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, anything, support us in that way. If you like sports, be sure to check out the sports channel as well, and go give that a sub as well, because we haven't we're trying to build up some subs on there, get the word out about that channel. So appreciate you guys being here, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully very, very soon, and hopefully we'll start streaming a lot more often again. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks. Goodbye.